hairdressers where they sit down with you and have a consultation. But anyway, I didn't get past the booking desk before. It was embarrassing.
What was you doing?
The woman said to me,
where was it, that place in Brick Lane?
No, this was before that. This was one of those places where, and the woman goes, it's a salon with different, you know. Oh, it's just so baffling, all that, because they go, do you mind having a head stylist? And you think, is that more money? It's too difficult to work out. But anyway,
You don't understand the language and the culture of it.
no, I do now a bit. Yeah. But she said to me, oh, yes, so have you been here before? I said, no. And then I was talking to her and she goes, no, actually, she didn't say that. Was a point. She said to me, who normally cuts your hair? Like that.
Yeah.
And I said, my mum's friend, Mandy. But she meant here, in this salon.
Yeah.
And she went, oh, no, I meant, you've never been here before.
My mum's friend, Mandy.
I know, it was embarrassing.
Did you
So I
fancy your
started
mum's
off
friend,
bad.
Mandy?
Yeah, I did actually, yeah.
I knew you'd fancy your mum's friend, Mandy.
Because her name's Mandy.
I just sensed if there's a woman coming around your house cutting your hair.
Hairdressers are always pretty sexy.
Yeah.
No.
The woman that used to come around our house, Josie, was the woman opposite.
Who you watched in the
my little
bath?
bathtub fantasy woman.
God.
Yeah. So I can understand that a peripatetic visiting hairdresser is attractive.
Yeah, but I always get, I don't know, once I was, when I was working at MTV, I went for a haircut at Mr. Topper's, £5.
Don't go at Mr. Topper, £5 haircut. He don't know what he's doing, Mr. Topper.
He's a crocodile.
You might as well go Sweeney Todd and then pop next door for a pie and eat your own legs.
Yeah, well,
or Trevor Lock's feet.
It was hard times anyway. And she said to me, oh, what do you do? And I felt a bit embarrassed going, I work at MTV. So I went, well, I've sort of, and I stumbled around.
Comes in hard?
Yeah, I said, I work at MTV. And then because I was embarrassed, I went, what do you do? And she went, oh, I'm a hairdresser.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you do?
What do you do? What defines you, baby, yeah? What makes you feel alive?
Yeah, so that was embarrassing as well. But
I said that question once to a prostitute, Matt, so it was even more embarrassing.
Did you really?
She goes, what do you do? I go, oh, you know, I'm on the dole. What do you do? She goes, exploit my body for money.
No, she didn't. Did she?
Difficult, isn't it, love?
Were you really on the dole?
I don't know what I was doing for a living in those days, Matthew. It's all across a dark, dark cloud of narcotics under the old drug umbrella.
Can't pin him down, can you?
Can't pin old Russ down!
What about that time I did go, your hairdressers? He goes, oh, go there, go on, just describe what you want. I went there, didn't know what I wanted, and said, short, asymmetrical.
Why do you use a word like asymmetrical? You must have known that was going to lead to complications.
The man, shaved my head and left a strip of hair. It would look like I had a cigar behind my ear, and I was a skinhead. It was so random. I think he just started, and then he made a mistake, so then he shaved that bit off, and he kept going. He didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
And then I had to say at the end, I went, oh, thank you, and went off, and then my girlfriend at the time was Kat, and she was very supportive, but we went for a drink afterwards, and it was like...
Are you mentioning your ex-girlfriend's name because you know she's listening to the show as some sort of gesture somehow reaching across the decades?
Just telling the story.
It could have been anyone. No, we're going to need a name to contextualise this. So some incidental character in a trivial anecdote. I want to know who everyone is.
Trivial?
Who lit that scene? Who done the dialogue? Who was the gaffer? Who was best boy in that anecdote?
Well, why did you say Josie?
Because Josie's name implies great big knockers.
Oh, that's normal, isn't it? It doesn't imply it to anyone who doesn't know her.
That's Josie.
That's a horse noise.
Yeah, she was a horse. This is Russell Brand on Six Music. I'm here with Mad Morgan. He recently had a birthday. How old are you now?
29.
Ha ha! Soon you'll be 30. Then it's death. Trevor, how are you today?
Very well indeed.
Nice to see you.
Top of the world. It's lovely to see you. Look at you.
Oh no, it's nice for us to see each other, isn't it? All of us, we're all actual friends. This isn't contrived bonhomie. We actually love each other in a deep way. Trevor, turn your phone off!
Russell actually believes that.
Trevor, turn your phone off!
It's Luke.
Okay.
Why is Luke texting you now?
He said, this is what he's written. I hope you don't ear rape poor Hannah.
Oh, what?
And how's Katygate going? I don't
Who
know.
is Hannah? And ear rape sounds like an awful business. What a terrible thing for anyone to say. I'd like to apologise on behalf of the entire BBC and anyone who actually has been ear raped. Probably you're in prison if that's happened, so you did bring it on yourself.
That's what it's something to do with Katie.
You and Luke just flirt with each other over text now.
Why don't you two just get a room already? Well, preferably a room in Maudsley Mental Hospital where the two of you can sit and decay in your own defecations. What you need if you want to be a record breaker, yeah, alright.
The moon's on line 1.
Nemone's on line 1. OK, but hold on. Oh, Polteroliox, mate. Blimey, there's so much to talk about. When you get a person like Nemone, Matt, you don't just stagger into it. You prime it. You prepare the ear of the listener. She's a fellow voice of Six Music. She's the face of Six Music. She's out there in the world. Me and Karl Pilkington done a few of her shows over Christmas once while she was on holiday. There's a lot of things that need to be prepared. We don't just stagger into it like Trevor Locke wandering into a shanty town with his trousers down but his feet looking immaculate. It's something that needs preparation. Do you think we're ready yet, Matt?
I think we might be ready now.
No.
Do you?
I'm reading between the lines, though, and I think...
Trevor, do you think we're ready?
No, I think Nemone is like one of those things that they use in curling, and we're like the people that go in front sweeping.
Trevor's got curling as a reference point. Who has curling as a reference point?
Normal people would say fluffers and refer to porn.
Yeah, that's right,
such
Trevor.
a square. He talks about those people who polish the ground.
Square. Yeah. Those ground polishers when you should be polishing your own undercarriage and getting yourself together. If you hadn't suppressed your libido to the degree that having a pedicure to you is like a marriage, you strange, peculiar boy, you twisted fella out of time. You remind me of the film Back to the Future, but sort of in reverse. Are you visiting us from the olden days, Trev?
Yeah, I am.
Are you bringing us a message from the olden days about morality?
I'm from 1667.
Why, what happened in them days?
Well, they started
Fire in
rebuilding
London?
London, didn't they? And
What?
It was the year after they started rebuilding it.
Did they?
Yeah.
No, 66 was the fire of London. And oh, yeah, right.
I know this bloke. Listen to this, right, Matt and Trev. I know this bloke. He's called Tony the taxi driver. He's from Malta. I really like him.
We've met him. Guess
what he goes to? Right, firstly, here's two things he said to me. Right, one was, he goes, I don't believe that the Scots invented golf.
Oh, yeah, I was there when he said
right,
that.
and then I goes, I don't. He goes, no, I think they stole it from the Dutch. I goes, why do you think they? He goes, I see a painting of some Dutch people and they had sticks. Right, and that was all the evidence he had.
Yeah.
Then he goes, I'll tell you a thing or two about the Great Fire of London. He goes, at that time they needed to rebuild London, and I think there was a conspiracy. I think that Great Fire of London was started on purpose to get rid of people and to raise the buildings to the ground. And he goes, and where do they claim it started? Pudding Lane. Oh, very convenient. Blame it on Mr. Baker. They got no evidence for
Well,
it.
it did wipe out the plague, the fire.
So it was quite good, really, in a way.
It was a good thing.
Fire is our friend. Anybody listening? Mr. Fire is our friend. He's not. Fire's a terribly dangerous thing.
It's a good thing. It's the start of civilization when we learned how to do fire.
That's true, but Prometheus got himself in a lot of bother, didn't he?
Didn't he?
Oh,
Hey.
Prometheus, he stole the secret of fire from the other gods, give it to mankind, and because of that had eagles pecking out his guts for all eternity. Every week his guts would grow back, then they'd be pecked out again. Must have been awful, that, for Prometheus, mustn't it, Trev?
It must have been difficult for him.
Must have been, because you think, oh, well, my gut's grown back, and then you think, there's going to be a downside, that eagle will surely return to peck out my guts once more.
But in the end, you'd probably develop a relationship with that eagle, wouldn't you? There'd be a
You
friendship.
go, oh, back again,
Yeah,
eh?
it's say, oh, don't eat those bits, leave them, won't you?
Leave,
And you go,
leave the
"Oh, I'll just
gizzards.
have these."
Oh, I just pet every little stringy bits of guts wrapped round his beak. I don't reckon. Oh, that eagle was a yes man to the gods, Trev, wasn't
What do
he?
you think?
Well, yes,
He
I
was
do.
only a messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
No, Trev, that eagle could have made a choice any time.
He could. He's an animal. They had no choice. The animals.
What about the other classical tale of that, the monkey in Jungle Book wanting fire?
That is not the Jungle Book movie is not a classic, Matt.
It is,
Matt, oh, I've got a degree in fine art. I think it was Jungle Book Mowgli who once said, better to have loved than lost. Jungle Book, Trev, although Rudyard Kipling was a very fine writer, is not a biblical text. It ain't something we can build
Well,
out.
you say that, but, you know.
Yeah. What hard as man's red fire? That's what's bothering me. Ooh, I think that was Moses. So, although, yeah, there is a direct corollary between Bagheera and Baloo and some of the apostles. Why don't we listen to? Look, I wonder if Nemone's still here.
I reckon
Nemone
she's
here?
probably put the phone down now.
Of course she won't. If Nemone is a radio professional, not like you goon, sat there dressed in a dog's
Have we
basket.
done enough fluffing now?
I think we're ready for Nemone.
Here she comes.
Nemone, hello.
Hello,
Nemone.
Russell. How are you?
Oh, well, quite well, thank you. I mean, obviously it's very difficult working as I do so closely to a couple of boys whose personalities should be regarded as handicaps. What about you? Are you having a nice time at the festival?
Oh, I don't know how you manage. I'm currently getting a bit wet, actually, Russell.
Blimey, well, we
listen to
know.
us, you know.
Let's ignore that obvious reference. Crikey. Nemone.
It's fantastic up here, actually, bar it being a little bit soggy. Yeah, lots of things going on. Lots of people just waking up, getting ready for day 3.
Really? For me, it sounds to me like you're in a trench.
Yeah. Do Do you know what? That's what it feels like. It's a little bit muddy here, Daishree. It was absolutely gorgeous all weekend so far, and the heavens have opened today. So
is there a sense of well-being and happiness, or is it a contrived sense of happiness that English people often put on in times of adversity?
No, I think it's that pulling together of the steely Britishness that is coming through
Dunkirk
people.
spirit.
Yes, it's all that is going on.
What have been the festival highlights for you in the morning?
So far, I loved, Phil Jupiter sang with the Blockheads on Friday, which was all very good.
That was a highlight.
And Jonas Policewoman was very good yesterday. She's a lady with a gorgeous voice.
Nice.
And Elbow as well was really good Friday night.
Sounds like you've been having the time of your life.
I've been doing a little bit of that. It's such a laugh down here, and there's so many bands for people to see. There's lots happening this afternoon as well with Captain and Buzzcocks and Cold Cut. So there's loads more to come as well.
Sounds like a lovely weekend for everyone involved in Six Music. Namone, do you remember when me and Karl Pilkington used to do your shows? You was on holiday. Do you remember?
I did, yeah. You did them over Christmas, didn't you? What did you do to them?
Broke 'em. We used to think of it as being like we used to feel like a substitute teacher or like a divorced parent looking after a child that treated us badly because the other parent had left. Were you aware of that?
Oh no, I feel awful now.
You mustn't feel awful, Namone. You mustn't blame yourself. But it was a struggle for me and old Karl Pilkington. But I think everything will be a struggle for that man. Even getting a tank top on will probably reduce him to tears.
Do you think we need to talk about this?
Oh yeah, I think we should clear the air. I really do. Are you with John Knoll Management, the management company that looks after all of us, Namone?
I think I am, yeah.
Blimey, I had no idea. Oh, that's interesting. We're in the same stable. Although if it were a literal stable, you'd have to put up with Trevor Locke grunting and snuffling round your iron quarters. Namone, thank you very much for your time. It's been really lovely talking to you.
Russell, have a lovely rest of the day.
Oh, we'll try our best, but God, there's so much to fight against. Take care, dear. See you now.
Bye, Namone.
Bye, boys.
Bye. She's nice, isn't she, Namone? Professional.
What do you have to say
Absolutely
how
professional.
our life is?
Unlike someone else who just defamed my character needlessly.
Defame my character needlessly! Why have you got your hands behind your head for, Trev? Leaning back as if you're on a sun lounger in Marbella, like you're a criminal, like you're into the film Sexy Beast, like you've done a bank job in the 60s and you and Ronnie Biggs are going loco down in Acapulco. Why'd you behave like that, Trev? You've never even been at Acapulco. And if you were in Acapulco, gringo, they'd probably feed you a gerbil and kick you to death in the gutter. Wouldn't they?
They probably would do, Russ.
After they'd done your nails.
Yeah, I feel comfortable like this. This is the first comfortable position I've found in this studio.
What? Lean like that?
Yeah, leaning like this, Russ. This
Matt,
is how I want to do it.
I'm infuriated by that man's outfit. Why is he wearing such light-coloured trousers?
You're just occupying a very broad, a very narrow part of the grey spectrum, aren't you?
Yeah, as does your whole character. Trevor, why don't you take off those trousers and paint your legs black, Trevor?
So they match your jacket.
Paint them black!
What, like in the Rolling Stones song?
Yeah. No, like in real life, with your legs getting blacker.
Grey legs, and I want
to paint them black. Trevor's got no regard for fashion.
And colour your legs in black.
Take him back. I see Trevor walk by, sexually threatening girls. He makes them make me cry. Trevor, come on, paint your legs black.
Take your trousers. Well, you've got a black jacket and grey trousers.
Paint
right?
your legs
Take
black.
your grey trousers off and get a marker pen and colour your whole legs in black.
Charlotte's
that'll
here.
poison me.
Charlotte, who works on the show, is
You
here
read
with
the
her mum.
stories. If you put
Charlotte, would you mind going and get some black paint, please? Poster paint, if you don't mind.
So it'll be non-toxic.
Non-toxic, because we don't actually want him to die yet. We can probably enjoy torturing him for a bit more. Like regular Lindsay England, who tortured those poor soldiers. Charlotte, go and get some black paint, poster paint or something. We need to paint Trevor's legs black.
Unbelievable.
Trevor should be able to do it himself.
Trevor, you should paint your own legs. Trevor, if you think Matt and I are going to paint your legs, we're not your parlour mates.
Yeah, you're not in that Peruvian parlour anymore.
Yeah, now, Trevor, lording it up over the natives.
I want you to paint my nails.
I am not painting your nails. We are painting your legs black, young man.
You're going to paint my nails pink.
Look at Trevor trying to turn it around on
You
us.
little weasel, you dirty little weasel. Trevor, I'm going to hold you open
Paint
and
your
pour
legs
I'm
black.
going to put down a saucer of lacquer.
Paint
and I
your
want you
legs
to lap
black.
it up with your little tongue and lick it under my
Trevor
fingernails.
Locke, you ridiculous bully. Being bullied by Trevor Locke is like being attacked by a tissue. Why don't you get them little legs of yours all blackened up? Trevor, listen to something now, Matt.
Yeah, let's listen to the Doors.
Right, we're going to get some black paint and we're going to listen to the Doors. Nice to listen to the Doors. Sometimes I'm Cornish. Let's listen to the Doors, my lovely.
Six Music.
Listen to Russell Brand on Six Music. I'm just a Billy Sam.
It ends quite abruptly, that, doesn't it?
Really abrupt way to end
It's a
something.
good song, though. It sounds like 90s sort of baggy music.
Like Manchester music. What perspicacity, what incredible foresight those boys had. But Trevor just said it was an anti-Vietnam song.
Was it?
Well, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Don't make
don't
guesses.
guess.
Don't guess, Trev. If you know something or you don't. Pen your legs black, Trevor.
Don't be silly.
Go on.
Someone's got to get
Give me
paid.
that email, Matt.
Yeah, I've read this. It
What is
disturbs me a little bit.
Well, it should do.
What's the matter?
This is an email from Fairy Face.